Most people get comfortable. They stop growing, they stop working on themselves, they stop stretching, they stop pushing themselves, and they end up becoming very cynical about life, and they throw in the towel on themselves, on their families, and on their dreams.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back. This is your man, one half of the brand, Abe.
Cool KL.
We here today. What's on the docket, man?
Hip hop versus rap versus hip hop.
Yeah.
Is there a difference?
Oh, absolutely. I think that definitely needs to be discussed. You know, I mean, they're gonna all put it into one category of hip hop, but hip hop is an art.
Right. So you would say rap is the genre.
Rap.
Hip hop is like a subdivision of rap.
Yeah.
That's how I would do it. I would say rap. Anybody can do rap.
Anybody can
rap
do
is Migos to Nas.
Right.
But hip hop, I think specifically, is Nas.
Hip hop is specifically Nas. Yeah, I kind of feel like rap is a byproduct and was kind of birthed out of hip hop.
Well,
so
did they call it hip hop when Grandmaster Flash and them was doing it, or was it rap?
Yeah, they called it hip hop. Hip hop. Start out
of
hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The hip hop. Yeah.
Here's Wonder Mike, Hank, and Master G, the Sugar Hill Gang.
The hip hop, you don't stop. You rock it out, baby, rubber to the boogity bang bang, the boogie to the boogity beat. Now what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat, and me, the groove.
Yeah. Okay,
So I think that hip hop fathered all this, but I think people who couldn't do it wanted to do it. So they just tried to rhyme some words together, and it didn't work. And
then hence we have rap.
We got rap, which is, I mean,
this is our opinion.
This is all opinion.
We just don't feel like, because the music is so different.
Yeah.
And most of the stuff that's popular now, you don't have to have any real skill.
No.
You just need a beat. There's no lyrical content at all.
Right. It's mostly ad-libs and characters. It's all about who can be the most outlandish, you know, today. I mean, we had our characters back in the day, but you still had to be of the culture.
I think that was still part of fashion, though, because when you think about it, Grandmaster Flash and all them guys, like, they were like some crazy clothes.
They definitely were. That's what I'm saying. We had our characters, and
Big Daddy Kane. They were characters.
Yeah, they had their styles.
So
you know,
the fashion aspect, I think that's just a part of where we are now.
Yeah.
If you look at the fashion in general, now people wearing flat tops again.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised within the next year or so you see bell bottoms. Yeah. Maybe by the time you get cold again, I don't know.
But I think rappers are gonna start wearing wigs and shit, man. Like, I think it's gonna get real bad. Like, I'm talking about real bad.
But see, that's why I say you can also separate it.
Yeah.
And say that that's rap.
Yeah.
The rappers could never do hip hop. Hip hop artists can do rap because it's literally,
Right. Yeah, it's an art form.
Yeah.
It's you gotta be able to take it back to the breakdancing and the graffiti days and the DJ and the MC.
Bronx Rockers, Gino, Hex, come on. Yo, this Beat Street, let's serve.
Well, the Bronx Rockers are here, man.
Yo, it's Beat Street, man. It's Beat Street.
They gon' battle, man.
Massive ceremony.
A lot of rappers now got dance moves with pretty much songs. So
it's definitely a difference. So we need everybody. I mean, again, this is our opinion, but people need to understand that there's a difference. So hip hop is a culture that we came up in. We embrace. We love hip hop, and that culture. The people who take hip hop very serious is very sensitive about certain things. You can't just be a rapper and some of these rappers making claims that they're better than some of the greatest hip hop artists.
Well, think about it. It was also competitive.
It was very.
It's not competitive now. It's just I mean, I think that's why a lot of
I think it's more saturated now. It's just more. It's just everybody wants to dress the same, rap the same, look the same, and talk about the same stuff.
Now that do make us come off as like old heads.
It do, man. I don't care, man. I'll be the OG, and yeah, we came from the golden era.
But Jay-Z said it best too. Like niggas forgot that Tupac had a nose ring.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Like a hype man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he started off as a hype man.
And it was kind of in his style too. When he rapped, he performed, he used the stage, he bounced around. So, but it's still not the same. He was also lyrical, and the stuff that he rapped about. Also, like he could go and say, Brenda's got a baby.
Yeah.
And then he can do California Love.
Right. Or he can do Hit 'Em Up.
Yeah.
So, he can do Hit 'Em Up.
And he showed you, like, he had different ranges.
Yeah.
He's like,
go whichever way.
Again, not the this new stuff, but it literally all sounded, and I'm sure back then they probably thought, because if they're not listening, they think all rap sounds the same.
And for artists like Nas, like with us understanding hip hop, you can't just listen to hip hop. You have to internalize hip hop. You have to understand the lyrics. It's just further. It goes further than just putting words together.
It's a story. It's a story.
It's
Everybody
poetic.
Have a story to tell.
Yeah, it's poetic. So I just miss, man. Like I miss the era where there was. I mean, even going back, I mean, of course, like in the 80s, with LL Cool J, Run DMC, you had Big Daddy Kane, you had all those guys, but I'm talking about like the 90s, like the early 90s, man. Like, I even take it back to like EPMD,
Big L.
Big L. I mean, I miss the big puns, even Rakim and Eric B.
You know what's beautiful about that though? Every rapper that you just named, they all could rap the same story. Yeah.
Slick Rick.
But that's one of my favorites. Yeah. Their perspective was different.
Yeah.
And that's why I think the big difference from hip hop to rap is, I personally think you can take most of these rappers today, and even though they're basically talking about the same thing, all their songs sound the same. And not saying, again, not trying to be old man, get off my yard, but it's the cadence. It's the ad-libs. It's the words not rhyming. It's like, you don't have to. Yeah. And that's to me, that's the major difference. Nobody's saying nothing different, something we ain't heard before. Right. You're rapping about what you're going through. Rappers back then when we grew up rapped about what they were going through. Yeah. And we can relate to it. Yeah. You and I can't really relate to tight clothes and pill popping. Right. So we can summarily dismiss it right off the bat. I'm saying literally most artists are talking about that, but their cadence and everything else sound the same. So you don't really even know who you're listening to. Right. On the flip side, you can take Ghostface, Meth, you can take the whole Wu crew, you can take Nas, you can take Jay-Z, Big L, Big Pun, and they all can tell the same story about living in a project, but it's going to be over a different beat. All of those guys have a different cadence, so you can definitely, that you're not, when you hear Big L, you're not listening to Mobb Deep. Right. And everybody tell you, everybody stole a little bit something, but you still knew you was listening to somebody. You knew who you listened to, and they had an energy about them. And you couldn't copy the next person. Right. Like, you had to be original. Now it's like, everybody pretty much say the same thing. Got the ad-libs coming in, cadence is the same. And whatever catches in the teenager range or high school, adolescent range is what really catches fire. So they controlling the narrative. It's kind of like us. But hip hop though has always moved the needle regarding pop culture, fashion, what type of car you drive. Like that's hip hop has been doing that since it has existed. Absolutely. So that's normal. Right. And the females too. MC Light, Queen Latifah. Foxy, Lil' Kim, Lady of Rage, all the ones, the Brad, all the ones that did it. We want y'all to know, man, like we appreciate the artistry and the stuff y'all laid forward. Hopefully that stuff comes back around, because typically stuff comes back around. But cats these days is just, and not to take every single thing away from cats today, but they just can't just jump into this arena of hip hop and say they're hip hop or they're the best MC ever, because they do have a vibe and an energy about them that I can understand why it is contagious. And actually, a lot of those guys don't even consider themselves like rappers, they use the term like rock star.
Right.
Because their whole mentality is just different.
It's different.
And so, I mean, give them credit. I mean, can't take nothing from them.
They found a way.
Yeah.
And, you know, they are taking the artistry and they're making money off of it. But whatever keeps a brother, I mean, to me, sometimes rap as a whole and hip-hop as a whole can be, you know, this is another topic, but it can be kind of like, you know, I'm proud of the brother for making the music and employing whoever and however many people he employed and showing his community there's a way out, but also music can be just as powerful as drugs.
I know where the proof is. It lies in these midtown Manhattan skyscrapers where former hustlers sign papers and do fucked up capers about 16 infamous stars at a time. Got them chopping and bagging and serving that shit to niggas 16 bars at a time, and the crime is undetectable by the feds because in the heads of our kids is where the track is. And music shoots straight to the soul. It's so potent, so it's much more addictive than crack is. Now, the high is just an illusion, lies and confusion. But just for that rush, just once, these young bucks will go through it. So in essence, they're still flooding our streets with thugs, drugs, and killing. They just using these record labels to do it.
You know, so back in the day, we had our own vices and things that, you know, in the golden era of hip-hop that we rapped about. But even nowadays, it's like it's even more like laced with like poisons and vices and drugs and all kinds of shit.
It's so saturated that like when we were growing up and listening to music, most of the good rap anyway was up north.
Right.
Niggas up north weren't really going down south doing nothing like that. You had like, I guess, Master P.
Yeah, Master P was moving around, you know, went out west. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely segregated.
I was one of those niggas in the rap game when the West had just finally got our foot in, and niggas was like, okay, y'all niggas is cool, but fuck them niggas. And niggas like, hold on, them our cousins though. Man, fuck them country bunking ass niggas. Like, niggas used to come at them like that. The rap game go from hand to hand. It was created in the East. The East held it for as long as they could. When that shit spread, it's a seed. When you plant a seed, it's gonna grow. So it grew and it spread to other parts of the world. When we got a hold of it, we held it for as long as we could. Then the niggas from the Midwest started sneaking in. Then the motherfucker from the South, when they grabbed it, they got it now. So as the West and the East, it's our job to stay true to what we do. We can't jump on the bandwagon
and follow everything else.
We gotta still be who we is.
You know, like the down south, you know, with like Luke, you know, and then the 305 movement, and then you had, you know, Pimp C, and you had like, you know, with the whole UGK and
I mean, so, but and then even then, that music was also, the sound was different based on the region.
Right, yeah.
Like a lot of these cats now can be in New York,
right,
and can sound like the cats from Atlanta.
Right.
The cats from Atlanta can sound like the cats from like Louisiana, and it's just like you
don't know no
these
more.
people had different sounds, and so even though you could, you might not even could articulate everything they were saying, but they still had a message, and it was different. And now it's just it's everything sounds the same.
Right.
The cats that we listen to don't get the same type of radio plug, so it's like Nas album,
right? Yeah.
Like the only way you know Nas got an album coming out is because you follow Nas. It's not like he got a video out. It's not like he's doing a lot of promo in your area. He's not gonna have heavy spins on the radio.
Right.
So you just have to be a fan.
You just got to be a fan, and that's where you being a fan of the culture, you know, that and understanding hip hop and being, you know, in tune with that golden era. You understand how to ingest that type of music a little bit different. A Jay-Z, a Nas, anybody with lyrical content, a Andre 3000, you know, just Outkast, anybody, Kendrick Lamar, like you gotta sit with this stuff, and it's almost like when you put on your headphones or in your headphones, it's almost like putting on the crown. You know, like literally, because there's a lot of jewels. It's a lot of jewels you about to get, and it's a lot of food you about to get.
When you put on them headphones and you get in the booth and you put on that crown. And you get to the top, just like a king. Everybody's coming for that spot. I don't feel like, again, because it's not competitive.
Right.
I don't think nobody's like trying to take Migos out their spot.
Right.
There is no rap battles anymore because nobody. Like, think about it. The rap battles used to mainly happen between the actual artists. Now that you see a real rap battle, you have to like YouTube a rap battle where it's just, you know, random people on the stage going at it because that's the natural art of the competitive sport.
Back in the day, you just rolled up and you can rap. You be on the corner, right down the street. Like Biggie has a legendary freestyle that you Google it. You'll see he was on the corner battling people, killing them.
That's just me.
And I mean, that's just the way it was back then. You know, now it's just, you know, it's even rare to find rap groups these days. Migos, it's just, you know, they're a rap group, but I mean, you know, it's not like it was. You got like Flatbush Zombies. I mean, there's hip hop is out there, but we know between me and Ken or KL.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah, I told him.
Oh, that's cool.
But nah, they cut that. But yeah. Okay, yeah.
I mean, these cats making a nice little bit of guap.
Oh, fuck.
You think we can get in the lab?
I think we can, bro. You wanna remember that time? We done tried this. We done been here. We gonna take them back, man.
Yeah,
We'll take them back. You know, let them see what we did.
Yo, Swiss, I'm feeling this one, Swiss.
Sounds on.
Turn me up in the headphones.
Sounds on.
Turn me up, man. Yeah, I'm really feeling
Yeah.
this. I like that, Swiss. I'm about to kill this, Swiss.
You're listening to Redneck.
Get in the car. Start in my car. Cut it back off. I ran out of gas. I shot up my car. Listen, Nicki Minaj. And up a second. You can't see me. Rah. It's stepping to get it now. Baba to you. You don't know me. I don't know you, bro. Holding me down and push it back up. Leave it to me.
Getting them green. All on the scene. Nigga look mean. Niggas a fiend. Where's the cream? Niggas don't know. Hide and go see. Niggas a bro.
Drip, drip.
Can't get from me. I go catch. Freeze tag. Nigga, let's bet you.
Picture me.
Got your breath. Fuck that shit. No Vaseline. I'ma fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. I ain't say bitch. I said bitch. Y'all niggas ain't shit. Y'all niggas ain't shit. Y'all niggas ain't nothing. Y'all niggas ain't talk. Y'all niggas ain't run. Yeah.
The niggas ain't done. I got some more to split. You niggas ain't shit. So suck my. You know what I'm talking about. Get on the knees. Not to hit me off. Nigga, please. Pray on that. I said that's cat. We run these streets. And that's a fact. That's a yacht. At the wall. Graffiti shit. You niggas small.
We came back. Y'all niggas ain't shit. Don't look in my face. Can't see me, bitch. Running from niggas. This is how I run. I don't need no gun. Y'all niggas ain't one. Just cause I run. Niggas ain't shit. Try to run up on me. Niggas try to play me. Niggas get hurt. Niggas get screwed. With a motherfucking AK in the fucking first place. Niggas don't know shit in the first place. But yeah, man. Yeah. We just want you guys to, you know, it's all subjective, of course, but hip hop and rap, there's a clear difference between the two. You know, I mean, of course, it can be a gray area there, but hip hop and rap, two different skill levels that you have to have in order to pull them off.
Now, on the flip side, I will give the new generation rap music some credit because some of those songs are like in my my playlist when I go to the gym.
Oh yeah.
Cause they like when I'm running or if I just need to get yeah.
That energy's there. The beat, and we can never forget, the beat really kind of controls everything. No one listens to acapella. Like, I mean, some people might, you know, just do that sometimes just for whatever, for you know, kicks and giggles. But for the most part, the beat controls everything. So I don't give a damn how hot you think you are as an artist. If that beat was not there, you wouldn't be here.
Think about it like, you know how many songs we used to listen to where the rapper would be going on and the beat is stop and the rapper keep going and you still feeling it because like they still robbing. They don't do that now because these cats can't ride.
Yeah, so you don't want to hear them out.
So think about it though. Is it more today the beat? Is it the producer or is it the rappers?
It's the produce. I mean, like most of the
Like what do you think
goes,
make the song? Is it that deep, that beat?
It's the beat.
That's
the
my
beat,
again opinion.
I got a whole playlist of instrumentals.
Right.
But
Nas ain't never really known to have like beat. He might have one or two beats that's dope on his whole album.
Yeah.
But he was just his lyrical content would have you not even listening to the beat.
Right.
Like that one song where he rapped backwards.
Right. That was dope. That shit was like, when I heard that, it blew my mind.
Right.
I had to put the fucking headphones down. I'm like,
I get my niggas dap, jump out the van back first, back upstairs, took off the black shirt. I'm in the crib with the phone in my ear. Listen up so y'all can figure out the poem real clear. The voice on the phone was like, outside, right, we. So with my mouth wide, holding my heat.
niggas is rapping back. Do anybody hear this? He's rewinding everything.
The Migos can't rap forward.
Right.
This nigga was rapping backwards.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, and I think he does that intentionally. People get on Nas a lot for not picking good beats, but I think he does that to show that you need
the beat's not making my song.
I'm making a song.
Yeah,
lyrically,
yeah.
The lyrical content will carry this through. And if you really pay attention to artists like that, that's why I say you have to live with the artwork that they provide, like a Jay-Z and a Nas. It doesn't immediately hit you. It's like food. It's like you eat it. You don't immediately get the nutrients or the benefits of that food. You have to let it work. And that's the same with the lyrics. To me, the mind has always been like the second stomach. And you take things in, and when you get them, you have to work with them. You have to break them down. You have to analyze them.
Jay-Z talked about like the Source magazines when they would get like the 5 mics and stuff like that. He said it used to always kind of get to him or bug him how he can put out an album and then people can give a review and then have an opinion on it. He was like, man, these songs takes time to digest. You might listen to one song and miss this double entendre or something that he put in there you didn't even catch the first time. They give you a whole nother different viewpoint of that one line. And he was just like, that makes no sense. Like it like now, but music now pops out like this. You don't get enough time to actually consume it and appreciate it before the next album is coming out.
Yeah, absolutely. So, that's facts. And it's it's one of them things, man. This is a evolving industry. Hip hop.
Shout out to hip hop.
Right. Shout out to hip hop. Even with like Common, and all that. I just can go on and on.
Slick Rick.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Jesus, man. With
like,
the children's story, all that, man. Like when I first heard that, I was like in a movie vision.
And Slick Rick had beats too. Like Slick Rick, when he rapped, made you feel like you were there.
Absolutely.
Like, he would explain the paint on the wall.
Yeah, very rare people can do that, man. It's very rare that individuals can do that. And that's what we have to start. It's like art, and we have to start appreciating it as such. So when you listen to the great hip hop artists of today, and even the hip hop artists that are still putting out stuff that came from the golden era, listen, like sit down, listen, take notes, and you will be shocked at how many times you can go back to an old Nas verse or an old Jay-Z verse or old Biggie verse or old Pop verse, and you'll hear things, you'll get more value out.
But they also transcend the culture.
Yeah, absolutely.
And transcend time.
Absolutely.
Again, not necessarily knock on today's music, but it all sounds the same. So what happens when the cadence or the style change next year or 2, 3, 4 years from now? Ain't nobody gonna want to book these people.
Right.
Nas, Jay-Z, some of these older cats who are actually still prevalent in the game can still go out and sell out a concert because they are actually using an art form.
Yep.
And
I can throw Illmatic on right now.
Yeah, I got my playlist.
Almost 30 years later.
Yeah.
I could throw, 25 years later, I could throw Illmatic on right now, and I'm out of here.
But that's like even with R&B, another kind of subculture of like
reasonable doubt too.
But the reason why you can listen to old Mary J. Blige is because not only like your mom listened to it, but it still go today. Like the same, even though you can tell some of the beats are still somewhat old, but then you can take somebody like a current artist today, they're gonna take an old Mary J. Blige beat and make it into their own because the stuff dope. It transcends cultures and time. And so for us, to us, that's just the difference. You can tell us what you think in the comments.
Right. And I'm interested to find out where hip hop, today's hip hop will be in 10 years. 20 years.
Do you think anybody from this particular, not so for me, I like, you know, like J. Cole's and stuff like that. As long as he continue to do it, he can continue to move on because he's just, it's an art.
Yeah, yeah.
But not just hip hop, but from rap. Like these cats out here now.
Migos.
Young Thug, Migos,
Trinidad.
all of them cats.
Yeah.
Do you see any of them being around even 5 years from now?
I'll tell you this though. I think the shelf life of these new artists very short. They come in, and I think most of that is because they're fed and they're given an opportunity or they're given a pipe dream from whoever's over them. Even though a lot of them are independent. But I think that they allow them to put out whatever they're going to do. They get their little hit off, and that's it. Like, we see them fizzle out. We see them come and go. Migos, though, I will say, they might be one of the groups, well, the group, because I don't see too many other groups that might continue to drop things that will stick around in our culture. Because it has nothing to do with the quality of what they're talking about.
That's fair.
It's like a fucking trance. The music that they're putting out it out at such a rate, and the beats again are very freaking contagious, man. Like when you hear the beats,
they don't have strong vocabularies.
They really don't.
Like I don't know how
much
much
I lose
more.
A lot of brain cells when I listen to the Migos. Like I mean, I be bobbing. I find myself bobbing to the like wow. And but you know they say some of this. This is some of the craziest shit, man. And it don't even like just listen to something. Don't even got to rhyme. It don't even have to rhyme. So, but I just think that the whole
that's the thing. Even if we tried to rap like them, as you've seen before, our shit still sound better.
It's
like,
not hard.
We can't even sound that stupid.
Right.
Our intellect makes us want to rhyme and make
sense.
Shit that makes sense.
Makes sense. Right.
Like I can't even make myself be stupid. Shout out to Migos.
Man, shout out to y'all because y'all taking an art and y'all made it into your own, and it don't gotta make sense to nobody. Yeah. And y'all do what y'all do.
And people buy it. People buy it and sell our shows. So shout out to Migos. So hopefully, hey, our single will be released soon. Go cop that.
Yeah, we're gonna name it something. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
I know what it's gonna be.
We'll figure it. Ain't nobody about to name it before.
Yeah. You don't even got a name. That might be something new.
But anyway, thanks for tuning in.
Thank y'all.
I'm again Cool KL.
Yeah, this is your man. One half of the brand.
Hit the button. It's down there somewhere.
Yeah, all the stuff. Subscribe, like, read the comments, share. Yeah,
most important.
Share.
And we out.
Yeah, man, we out of chair.
Because I allowed other people's opinion of me to control my destiny, I didn't act on my ideas. So I applaud you for your dreaming. I can tell you that it's possible.